you guys, Missy here. I know I'm wearing the same exact thing, just like everything else. Oh, my dog is going to be barking, so excuse that if you're going to hear all of these animal noises. My dog just won't be quiet. Yep, there they go. Yep, there he goes. Okay, so excuse me for like all the dog barking. Toby, can you stop? It's just the neighbors. You don't need to be like this. It's the telephone people too. And it's the garbage man. What is this? What is this world? Why does it always happen when I want to do this? This is why I have no time. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was talking about. I don't even remember what this video was about because my dog decided to just, kind of ruin it. Oh yeah, story time!
Yay! Everybody's been wondering if I was going to do a story time, and sorry that I also look like garbage. That's okay. I'm okay with it. So I have a story time, and I just think that it just shows a lot. It actually happened a week ago, and a week ago today, actually. It was exactly 1 week ago. So I was going to a few places because I wanted to go and see if I was interested in a few job openings, and I don't know. Anyway, I was wearing black leggings with my pink Jordan 23s. Those are really nice shoes. And I was wearing my black tank with fringe. Excuse me, I don't know why that was a hard word to say. And then I was wearing a pink and red button-up shirt, and I had my hair really nice and pretty and curled, and it looked very nice. All of this, my makeup was really good, and so I went over and I had lunch with my mom, and so we went to go and have lunch, and we were at Buffalo Wild Wings. So I was like, cool, I'm down for this. I'm down for some Buffalo Wild Wings. So we were sitting there and we were discussing about if I really wanted to work at a certain salon, and just the hours that I would get, what all I would need, and etc. And so that's what we were doing. And then all of a sudden this older gentleman walks in, and he does have a hunch, and he does walk kind of stiff, and he's about 70, 80, almost 90 years old. And and he does have to kind of tilt his head and look at you and stuff. And sometimes I know when you get older you have eye problems, and sometimes the light hits things different, because I know when older people get older, that's what they have. I know working from them, I've seen it, obviously with my own family and stuff. With glaucoma is really bad. It can make things even worse. So anyway, he was sitting there alone at this table, and my mom and I were at a booth, and I just kind of looked over and I said, that guy looks really lonely. We should buy him his lunch. So I talked to the waitress, and she comes over, and I said, I would like to buy that gentleman's lunch. It doesn't matter what it is, I'd like to buy it. So I was sitting there, and we were eating our wings and everything, and the only thing that gentleman ordered was nothing but a beer and fries. And I just kind of went to the waitress again, and I said, I'm sorry, is that the only thing that gentleman ordered? And she says to me, well, yes. And I was like, that won't do. I was like, I would like to buy that gentleman lunch, and the price does not matter. I was like, but he needs to have something healthy. I wouldn't mind him if he got some wings, maybe some vegetables with it, maybe a full nice meal, and I'll even pay for if he wants another 2 beers or even water or soda, I'll pay for it. And so I went over to him, and I asked him if that was the only thing that he was eating, and he said yes, and I said, no, I'm going to be paying for your lunch. So about 15 minutes into all of this, and we were talking to him, and then we sat with him for a bit, and we just made his day pretty much. And so I ended up paying for his lunch, and he was very grateful. He was very thankful, and he said, why would you do something like this? And I said, because even though I might be starting up, I said I care a lot about people that are older. I do a lot for people that are older, and whether it's helping them get food, every month, whether it's, you know, because I'm young, I can help them afford certain things, and it's also to pay it forward, and because, you know, I'm in a situation where it's time for someone to take care of you and not take care of me. And he kind of got a little emotional because he didn't see that coming, and a few people actually said to me, wow, that's one of the most selfless things that you could ever do. And I said, absolutely. Well, you know, that's what this world needs a little bit more. So that's what I did. And also, to even go with that, later on in that day, I saw this little kid. I was over at Fred Meyer, and it was like, I want to say about like 4 or 5 o'clock, and I was at Fred Meyer, and this little kid was like looking at some stuff that I had, and so knowing me, going into like Fred Meyer, I was getting like stuff for my portfolio and just having, you know, a good day and everything. Well, I ended up buying this really awesome crayon and marker set, and this kid was like wanting it so bad, so then I ended up just buying it for the kid. And I bought this kid like, you know, crayons, and I bought him like 3 coloring books, and I just gave it to him, and I asked the parent if that was okay, and that's when they said, thank you very much, how can we repay you? And I said, don't worry about it. And so that was pretty cool. And then later on that night, what else did I do? There was a few more things that I did. I gave someone like 20 bucks that they needed to get gas for their vehicle, so I gave them 20 bucks and helped them out. So I did that. There was an animal that I saw, and I went and I tried to contact the owner, so then I looked for about 3 hours till I could find the owner, gave the dog to the owner, and I took care of them, I fed them, I even gave them a bath, and I also you know, gave them water, just kind of, you know, some security for them till their owner was able to, you know, be back. And they tried to give me money because I found their dog or whatever, and I was like, no, thank you, I don't need that. And that was pretty much it. So I did like several selfless acts in a day, and it really made me feel really, really good. Not because it was me showing that I can do things for others, not to impress anybody. It wasn't for, it was just for me, because I felt as if I needed to do something, you know? And it was also like when I also went to the park just for lunch, just like a little snacky lunch. And this was before I went to lunch with my mom, and I was just sitting and relaxing. And these kids, these ridiculous kids, about, I want to say from ages 14 to 18, and they were at this park, they were having fun, they went to McDonald's, and they were getting ready to leave, and they pretty much just threw their trash everywhere at the park. And I got up from where I was sitting, and I actually yelled at them, and I said, are you kidding me right now? You're gonna go to this park, sit here, eat your crap, and then leave it everywhere for everyone else to pick it up? And it was funny because there was the sheriff that was sitting a little bit further down, and he just kind of hears me yelling at them, and that's when they're just like, screw off, and, you know, blank you. And I was like, really, that's how you're really gonna act? I was like, that's really mature. How about you actually pick up your stuff? And I said, look at this, I'm actually over here picking up garbage that's not even mine. And so I went and I picked it all up. I even found a hose, and I even sprayed down everything from when they even spilt stuff. And they were just quite honestly being pigs. And this sheriff, he gets out of his car and he says to me, you know, that's kind of dangerous what you did, but at the same time, there needs to be more people like you that stand up to others. And he's like, they'll get what they'll have coming. And I was like, well, you know, I just can't stand it. People that come to a place where you can sit, enjoy the scenery, and they want to ruin it for others. I was like, first of all, I don't appreciate it. And I come to this place pretty often, and you know, there's little kids here. Little kids could probably hurt themselves, slip on something, or pick up something gross and eat it. I was like, there's like a children's little playground right here, and I'm not gonna, you know, subject myself to have a child around that. And so, what ended up happening was, because they did litter, it is a crime, and you will get ticketed for it. All of those kids ended up getting not just ticketed, but they also got like in some other trouble, and like I think 2 of them went off in a cop car and got arrested. So I mean, it is what it is. They're probably also destroying public property, and so I mean, it's just like people that do things like that, it's like, are you kidding me? Why don't you just seriously, you know, just pick up after yourself? Don't be like that, for real. I don't think that there's anything that makes me more mad than stuff like that. I know it's really petty, and I know it's really ridiculous, and it might sound like I'm like a, you know, a tree hugger or something. Well, I'm not, you know, but I do care about where I'm at, and if I like coming here, I don't want to see this crap all over, and I would rather it be really nice and clean. You know, I've been to some really shady parks, and I've been to some really extremely nice ones, and the ones that I've seen that are really taken care of, I really liked, and I kind of go to those. And I mean, mind that I've been to this park since I was like a little child, you know, and I know that there's like a lot of creepers over there, and I know that, you know, it's not as safe anymore, but it's still pretty safe. I mean, my God, there's a police station like right next to it, so it's like how much safer can you get than that? Like a police station right next to that, and people are really that stupid enough to do it, apparently. So anyway, they got what they had coming to them. That's karma. And the point was of everything was what I'm saying is, one, don't be stupid, and pick up after yourself. And another thing is, be selfless and do things for others. You know, it's okay. You know, there's a few times where, yeah, you know, you can spoil yourself, and that's all right. That's totally cool. But you know, there's other times where you can put others before you, and you can like buy somebody lunch or buy something for a little kid that really wants something that the parent says no to, and they might not be able to afford it. And you know, just because you might not be able to afford it either doesn't mean that you can't do a selfless act. And that's pretty much what I'm getting at here. Love yourself, love each other, and do something amazing for somebody else, because you know what? It can be life-changing. And it definitely felt that way last week. So anyway, alright you guys, I'm gonna get going. I do have a few things that I need to get done today, like a few more of these little videos. So that being said, again, take care of yourself, love each other. Love yourself, love each other, and do something. Please do something nice for somebody, and put that in the comments, and tell me what you did to help them, because I really want to read these off. If you guys honestly can do this, you know how much we can change in this world. I know that's a really big step, and it's like something completely crazy that you've never heard me really talk about, but that's where I'm at in my situation right now with all this. So, alright you guys, have a wonderful day, alright? I want to see, you know, what you guys have actually done to help others, you know, and please put that in the comments below, alright? Definitely, or email me or something. I want to know so that I can read it off. If you want to be anonymous, definitely email me, okay? And I will totally read it off as anonymous. So, alright you guys, I love you so much. Have a great day, okay? Do something amazing for somebody else and make their day, alright? Bye!